what's up guys? I'm actually doing a little cooking style video for you today. One of the recipes is going to have some baking in it, but this is going to be no bake, the first one that I'm doing. So I have my ingredients set up right here. Super excited. I'm going to be making some protein balls, protein bites, whatever you want to call them. Protein bites might be a little bit better, but basically I love making these. They're great snacks. They're great pre and post workout snacks. And I haven't made them in a while, so I'm going to make them again because they are one of my favorites to have around. They're addictive, so you have to like limit yourself when you make these because you will eat them all if given the opportunities. So I have my messy bun going because I don't feel like getting hair in my food. Yeah, we're going to be making those first, and then we'll be making some cookies, some protein cookies. And as always, I will be using my BPI protein. You can see up there. BPI is my favorite protein to bake with, to use in general. And I do have a discount code, so I will put it on the screen and down below if you would like to get a discount off of your own BPI protein. The macros on BPI's protein are incredible. Probably the best that I've had as far as like taste and macros put together, and baking ability, mixing ability for shakes, like everything. It's literally the best. So I'm going to start making those and I will take you guys along with me. So we're going to get started with the protein bites. So I'm going to show you guys everything that you need. Sorry the lighting isn't going to be fantastic, but I'm working with what I got. I'm going to try to get like lighting for Christmas. We'll see. Anyway, so let's see what we got here. So you will be needing for these any type of peanut butter or nut butter that you have. I'm using the Jif Whips pumpkin pie spice one, just because I want this to have some pumpkin in it because it is about that time of year and I love pumpkin. So we're going to be using this. You can use almond butter, nut butter, cashew butter, whatever you want. You're going to need either honey or some sort of syrup. I'm going to be using this sugar-free maple syrup from Maple Grove Farms just because it's low carb. I have some flaxseed right here, ground flaxseed, in this little jar, so you'll need some of that. You'll need some sort of oats. I don't think that these are actually old-fashioned oats. I think these are quick oats, and I've used the container, but you'll need some of these. You can grind up the oats beforehand if you would like to. I personally don't mind having the full oats, so I'm not going to grind them up, but you can in a food processor or blender if you like. And I have some ground cinnamon here. You could also throw in some pumpkin pie spice if you are using pumpkin like me. I have some vanilla extract. Okay, so I'm going to be using the BPI Best Protein in Vanilla Swirl. The macros are 1.5 fat, 2 carbs, and 24 grams of protein in this packet or in a serving. So I'm going to be using 2 of those. So I will give all the measurements as I go and everything, and I will try to put the recipe in the down bar. But yeah, so we're going to get started with these protein bites. and then this is kind of like the fun part. You're gonna get a little messy here. So you're gonna wanna use your hand and roll the mixture into little balls once you feel like you've gotten a pretty thick mixture and everything is combined. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. I mixed all of mine and put them into this little container. You can make them big, small, whatever works for you, whatever size that you want, and how many that you make is going to depend on that. I made about like 18, I think. So, and some of mine were pretty big. So you could definitely make like 25. You can make probably 30 little ones. You can make 10 big ones if you really wanted to. But yeah, that's completely up to you. You could also use, I did this by hand and I just measured like randomly because I'm not really tracking too like terribly, so I don't really need to worry about size. You could also use a little tablespoon or an ice cream scoop or a cookie scoop to make everything nice and even if you're really worried about that. But I just kind of threw them together, rolled them up with my hands, so you are going to get a little messy with this recipe. But yeah. And all you're going to do is throw those into the fridge. I will put the macros for everything in the down bar, but like I said, they're going to differ based on how many you make. So I'll put mine in the down bar, as well as the recipe. And yeah, so those are going to go into the fridge. I would leave them in the fridge and just take them out as you would like. You could probably even freeze them. I've never frozen them before. So you could always try that, and I'm sure that they would be absolutely delicious. And yeah, and play around with the types of nut butter that you use, the different flavors. I also have a maple peanut butter that probably would have been really good. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you did use a different peanut butter and how that worked out for you. And we will then move on to the pumpkin protein cookies. I will put those on right after this. Okay guys, so now we are going to start on the protein pumpkin cookies. I have all of my ingredients for this recipe laid out, cleaned up a little bit of my other mess. I'm going to show you everything that you need for this recipe. So you will be needing, let's go this way, some milk. I'm going to be using whole milk just because that's what I have, that's what I like. But if you wanted to cut down on carbs and fat, you could use almond milk, obviously. Some vanilla extract, some pumpkin. I am going to be using a whole can. Make sure you get pumpkin and not pumpkin pie filling. Some flaxseed, some chia seeds, stevia. You could use whatever sweetener that you'd like. Baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon. Did I say cinnamon? 3 eggs, and your protein of choice. I'm going to be using the ISO HD from BPI, and this is the vanilla cookie flavor. I figured I'd go with vanilla cookie instead of vanilla swirl just to change it up a little bit. But any vanilla protein will do. So that is all the ingredients that you will be needing, and yes, we are going to get started. And I will, of course, like I just did, put the recipe in the down bar and on the screen, whatever you need. It's a little easier that way. If you guys would like videos where I, talk you through the recipe, I can of course do that too. Just let me know in the comments. Yeah, so let's get started with the protein pumpkin cookies. batter is all done. This is what the consistency looks like. I'm gonna be honest, it does not smell the best, but it is there. And if you want to, you could let this sit for a while and let the chia seeds like soak up some water, not water, moisture, and they'll thicken up the batter pretty much. Like that's what chia seeds are going to do. They absorb whatever they're in. So basically, if you wanted to let that sit, you could thicken up the batter a little bit if you don't like the consistency. And you could add oats to this, or oat flour, or any type of flour. I did not, because I wanted to keep this pretty low carb, so that is why there's no, like, it's not as thick as other cookie dough recipes. So yeah, I'm going to put this onto my baking sheet. I have it sprayed with some coconut spray. What did I use? I used this pure and simple coconut cooking spray, so that is what I sprayed it down with, even though it's on wax paper. Sorry, this camera was like really close to my face. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to put that into the oven for like 10 to 12 minutes. So into the oven, these will go at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Like I said, depending on your oven, the time will change. So yeah, you are actually standing on my other cookie sheet. So I'm going to fill that other one up, and I will let you know how many cookies it makes. As you can see, like the sizes of my cookies that I made, you can make them bigger, smaller, whatever works for you. But I will show you what they look like when they're all done. I just wanted to hop on here before I take the cookies out and say, I totally take back everything I said about the smell, because these smell so good once they start baking. Like my apartment, I'm sick right now, so I can barely smell, but my apartment smells just like cozy Christmas, Thanksgiving, holiday goodness, and I love it. So make these solely for the fact that they'll make your apartment smell amazing. Just got these out of the oven, and I figured I would show you what they look like. So I took them out at exactly like 12 minutes, and they look just about done. So I don't know, they look pretty perfect, guys. They are darker than I thought that they would come out, and I'm not sure why, but I mean, they look okay. So lighting sucks over here, but they are a lot darker because I used pumpkin, so I thought, oh, they'll be like an orange. They're like deep brown. So a little odd, but I don't know why that would be. So they came out pretty good. I'm going to let them cool a little bit, and I will taste test one for you and let you know how they are. So took the cookies out of the oven. They're over here. I even made a little sandwich with one. I put some pumpkin peanut butter that I used from the first recipe in the middle and just made a little sandwich. Wanted to try that out. You could also make like protein sludge and put that in the middle of the sandwich. That would be really good and kick up the protein even higher. So it did make a lot of cookies, as you can see. And then I have my little protein bites that I will be trying. So I'm going to test one of these first because I'm really excited for these. So we're going to try these out. Oh yeah. But these are really, really good. These would be really good in the morning with a glass of milk. For breakfast, they would be really good. Also as a snack pre or post workout. Okay, so we will try the cookies now. They are pretty soft, so I can see why you would probably have them for a breakfast cookie, because they're not like a crunchy, I don't know, dessert cookie. But we will try them, and I have a little itty bitty one, perfect size for a test. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, they definitely taste like a breakfast cookie. That's really good though. This little sandwich. So I'm gonna try him. I was like, I want more peanut butter, because can you ever go wrong with more peanut butter? Okay. You should do that. You should make one of these every day, every meal. This is all you should eat. I'm going to put all of this into the fridge before I eat all of it. But thumbs up this video if you would like more recipes. I had a great time making these. They were actually successful, so I think I will definitely do more of these. But let me know if you would like me to do like a talk through of the recipe where like the camera's like looking at the bowl, and I will, you know, talk you through each ingredient as I put it in. Or if you enjoy just having the music and me putting the ingredients up on the screen, whichever works for you guys. Thumbs up if you would like more recipes. So yeah, I'm gonna put everything in the fridge, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you make any of these. Tag me in your Instagram post, Twitter, whatever, if you do make any of these recipes, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.